test my patience. Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language.
Back in November, the Jaguars won an instant classic in their first matchup against the Steelers. Can Pittsburgh get revenge? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Today, it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tua. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's complete to Diggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. There's Moody with another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off a play action. Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll run with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, and that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Lawrence. He's got it to Ingram, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down, here's Lawrence. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Lawrence on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Tua.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's down to the 11.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Steelers are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The 20, 10, 5, touchdown. A great play there. 48 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Foyesade Oluokun from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
At the 17-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Don't you do that.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's fielded at the 45. Oh, what a move. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Lawrence. And Diggs has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Steelers 7. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Tua. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome
welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing.
And right now, that crowd, silent.
Well, they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But to throw again is Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to a hit, and the ball is out, and the Jags grab it. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free,
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They hand this off to Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Campbell making the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Foye Sane-Aluakin
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From midfield, here's Tua.
And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Now Lawrence to throw. That is incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out.
To a hip, and the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Get set. Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
21G.
Tua to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Man, when you pointed out that 5-4, the first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you fill out your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament, neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice.
It's a game of 35.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deontay Johnson, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tua.
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Tua.
Open man there is Darnell Washington.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, 21 TA.
Tua sets up to pass it.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Room past the 35.
as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Loose inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Ryland on for the extra point.
Chad Ryland would score the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Big strides. Look at him go. He may go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Still going. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Getting
stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck.